Hello everyone, my name is Natalie and welcome to or back to my channel. For those of you who aren't aware, I used to be a library assistant. So I worked in a library for about 18 months, and within that time I found a lot of weird stuff happened, a lot of weird titles came through, and not only that, a lot of things were found inside a book. I'm sure you may have had this happen to you before, where you've put a bookmark in to a library book, realised you have to return it, and then, you know, taken it back. Oh, I forgot that it's in there. You know, stuff like this happens. We've had that, but I've also had other stuff, and today I'm going to talk about some of the weirder things I found inside of library books when I've been checking them after they've been returned. So number one, I mentioned it in the beginning, these are bookmarks. Obviously a very easy thing to forget if you've got a library book. As I said, you pop them in, you forget they're there, easy. Having missing bookmarks is a very common thing inside of library books, and again, I'm sure everyone's done it. Photographs. I've also been looking through them and I found photographs of actual people inside the book that's obviously, I don't know if they've been looking through them and they've got stuck inside a book, or they've used the photographs for bookmarks. I found actual family photos and photos that people probably miss inside of library books. This, again, not as common but fairly innocent, you know. It's been left there. We've then been able to contact the person who last had the book, and it's all good. They've got their photographs back. Nice and simple and easy to sort. Pokemon cards. I have also, when looking through them, found someone's Pokemon cards, and so I'm guessing these again have also been used as temporary bookmarks. But yeah, I found actual Pokemon cards inside books before. Luckily, none of these have been any shinies or any of the more valuable ones, so luckily they've been quite low level. So I'm sure the child was very pleased about that. But again, contacted the person who last had the book, gave the child their Pokemon cards back, and all sorted, all fine. Homework is another thing I found inside of library books, and it's not even been undone homework that they're trying to get rid of, but it's been actually fully completed homework that a child has left in the library book. All I'm going to say is, if you've got kids and if your kids are taking out books, when you bring them back, please just double check and make sure they haven't left anything inside, because the homework was actually, it was a weekend shift, the homework was actually due in for the following Monday, and again we were able to contact the person who last had the book and return the homework that they had spent probably a long time working on, and we gave it back to them. Not as common, but again you can see the thinking of why it's accidentally been left in there. Toilet roll. Luckily the toilet roll was clean. It hadn't been used for anything, but it was just a couple of sheets of folded toilet roll just inside a book. We're not sure, me and my colleagues had a discussion about this, trust me. We're not sure why it was there, we're not sure how it got there, we're not sure why someone would use a piece of toilet roll as a bookmark, if indeed that's what it was being used for. All that we cared about was that we were grateful that it hadn't been used for anything. Banana skin. Yep, again, this was inside a kid's book, and it was a full banana skin inside a book. Just no banana, just a full, not even like a strip of banana, like the full flat banana skin inside of a book. Again, we're not sure how it got there. It was for a pretty young kid's book, so I'm guessing maybe the kid put it in there, but yeah, just before you give your library books back, just double check, make sure nothing's got in there that shouldn't be in there. But yeah, a full, like, fossilized at that point banana skin was in that book. And the last one we have This didn't happen to me, it happened to a colleague. I found out the next day because I was told about it. This wasn't even really a book either, it was in our magazine section. And thing is with magazines, in at least the library that I used to work at that time, you weren't allowed to lend magazines out. You were only allowed to read them within the library. So we're not sure what happened here. And I'm not going to give you the full graphics, I'm just going to say how he worded it to us. He was looking through it, just checking the magazine like we're supposed to do, and he noticed some pages were a little bit stuck. Again, you know, sticky fingers, things happen. He opened the magazine only to see, as was described to us, a large substance over the 2 pages of white sticky stuff. I'm going to let your imaginations take you to what you think that substance was. He was quite proud that he found it as well. Like, he was going through the office showing everyone, so that was funny. But yeah, a large substance of white sticky stuff. We don't know how it got there, we don't know why it's there, and none of us want to know. I'm just going to leave you with that nightmare. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm assuming it's going to be very short, I can't actually see the timer, but if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if this seems like content you will enjoy, and let me know down below if you've ever taken out a library book and gone to read it and found something in there, whether that's a receipt, a bookmark, anything, or if you've returned a book and realised you've left something in that book. Yeah, let me know. I hope you all have a very good day, and I'll see you later. Bye!